All right, let's jump right in. We're going to talk about a really powerful idea today, one that might just change how you look at hard work. It's all built around this one simple but really strong metaphor. So, check this out. This quote right here, this is the core of the whole thing. It's not just a nice saying, it's a worldview. It basically says you have a choice. You can be on the dance floor having a good time, or you can be in the trenches where the real winners are made. Okay, so let's dig into that idea. The party or the battle. What does that actually mean? And here it is, laid out, plain and simple. The party mindset, that's all about what feels good right now. You're looking for comfort, for distractions, for that quick hit of pleasure. But the trench, that's a completely different game. It's about leaning into the struggle, staying laser-focused, and playing the long game. You know, it's the classic what do I want now versus what do I want most. Okay, so that leads us right into our next big question. We get the difference in mindset, but what is this trench of discipline, really? Well, first off, let's talk about what it's not. This isn't some fancy, elegant concept. It's not a spa day for your soul. No, the whole point is that it's supposed to be gritty. It's raw. And yeah, it's going to be tough. And that's because this is where the magic happens. See, the trench isn't about punishment. It's the place you go to decide. It's where you ask yourself, am I in charge of my destiny? Or am I going to let life just push me around? That choice, that really important decision, it's made right here in the dirt. So you're in the trench. You're ready to do the work. But what's the actual fight? What are you up against? Well, that brings us to the real heart of it. Confronting your demons. Because yeah, once you get down in there, you're going to find you're not alone. There's something or someone waiting for you. And facing that opponent, that is the real work. And here's the twist. This demon, it isn't some monster from the outside. It's you. It's that shadowy part of yourself, the part that's made up of all your excuses. You know that voice, the one that whispers, you can do it tomorrow, or you're just not good enough for this. That's the demon. It's a brilliant way to think about it, right? To turn that resistance into something you can actually fight. So that makes you think, doesn't it? What are your demons? What's that shadowy figure look like for you? What are those go-to excuses that pop up whenever things get hard? For a lot of us, it's procrastination, right? I'll get to it later. Or maybe it's that nagging self-doubt that you just can't shake. Distraction is a huge one, obviously. And then there's the big one, the fear of actually failing. These are the usual suspects, the common faces of that demon we all meet in the trench. So how do you deal with it? Well, the answer is simple and it's non-negotiable. You don't reason with it. You don't make deals with it. You just shut it down. The only rule in the trench is no excuses. Period. Okay, so what's the game plan? It's actually a pretty straightforward process. 1, you gotta choose the trench. Step away from the party. 2, face those demons. Look your excuses right in the eye, but don't give in. 3, push them away. And how do you do that? You take action, even when you don't feel like it. And 4, you just keep digging. You commit over and over again. That's it. That's how you win. All right, so you're probably wondering, what's the point of all this hard work, all this digging? Well, this final part is all about the payoff. It's about what you're actually building. And this is such a cool way to think about it. The trench, it's not where you live forever. It's a construction site. Every single time you fight through the struggle, every time you tell your excuses to get lost, you're laying another brick. You're not just digging a hole in the ground, you're building a foundation, a really, really solid one. And that's really the main thing to remember. The struggle in the trench, that feeling is temporary. It's not going to last forever. But the foundation you build from all that work, the strength, the character, that stuff is permanent. That's what you're going to build the rest of your life on top of. So the question isn't really about if you can handle the trench. The real question is, what are you building?